Something deep within you has been calling out for years, quietly at first, then louder every time life pushed you into a corner. It isn't a voice, and it isn't a thought. It's a knowing that refuses to die. And even though the world has done everything in its power to silence it, today it rises again. Because the truth buried inside you is far older and far stronger than the noise surrounding you. Across every culture, every age, and every civilization, there has always been one message that threatened the systems built on fear and control. You are more powerful than you've been taught to believe. And the moment you rediscover that truth, the structures that depend on your doubt begin to fall apart. That is exactly why this inner force has been hidden, labeled, dismissed, or ignored. If people understood what you're about to understand, they would stop living in the shadows of their own potential. You're longing for clarity, for stability, for meaning. None of it is weakness. It's the signal of your consciousness pushing against the limits placed on it. You're not broken, you're restricted, and restrictions can be removed. For centuries, people were taught to look outward for answers, follow authority, trust systems, silence your intuition. Your mind was shaped to believe that safety existed only in permission and freedom only in obedience. But the quiet unrest you feel tells another story. Something inside refuses to settle for the script handed to you. Something inside knows there is more. And it's correct. There is a part of your consciousness that never accepted the limits forced onto you. That part never forgot what you're capable of. It only went dormant, waiting for a moment like this, when your awareness becomes strong enough to reach for it again. Throughout history, this inner power was described differently. The higher self, the true essence, the core frequency, the silent witness. But no matter what name scholars gave it, they all agreed on one thing. Your deepest identity isn't the voice in your head, the emotions in your chest, or the roles you play in society. Your deepest identity is the observer behind all of it. You've carried that observer since the moment you were born. But you were trained to identify with the layers built on top of it. Your doubts, your fears, your failures, your labels. Every time you were told you weren't enough, every time someone planted fear in you, another layer formed. And eventually, the real you became difficult to sense beneath it all. But here is where everything shifts. There comes a moment in every person's life when the layers start to crack. Not because life gets easier, but because your soul refuses to shrink any further. The pressure you feel isn't punishment, it's awakening. The frustration, the emptiness, the repeating patterns, they are signs that your consciousness is done participating in its own limitation. You are not losing control. You're remembering your power. And the first stage of that remembrance begins when you question the stories you've been living under. Every belief about who you must be, every expectation shaped by others, every fear that was handed down to you. None of these were truths. They were suggestions you accepted before you knew how to reject them. So, let's expose the turning point. Happens. You break the illusion that your thoughts are you. This is the first crack in the wall that's been blocking your inner power. And through that crack, light enters. It's subtle at first. A calm moment. A surprising clarity. A decision that feels right even when it makes no sense on paper. This clarity is your original consciousness rising through the noise. And every time you pay attention to it, you strengthen the bridge back to your true self. But this journey isn't only beautiful, it is also uncomfortable. Because when the real self begins to awaken, everything that has been hiding in your unconscious rises with it. Old wounds, old fears, old memories you buried. All of these surface not to punish you, but to be cleared. The pain wasn't created by remembering. It was created by holding on for too long. You don't heal by forcing yourself to forget. You heal by finally being strong enough to see what you once could not face. This is the stage people misunderstand the most. They think waking up means constant peace. But true awakening begins with recognition. Recognizing what no longer belongs inside you. And that recognition is freedom. Every truth you acknowledge loosens the chains around your mind. As your awareness expands, something extraordinary happens. You begin to hear the silent guidance that was always there. Not as words, but as certainty. A direction without stress. A clarity that cuts through confusion instantly. This inner compass is the oldest part of you, untouched by trauma, untouched by programming, untouched by fear. It does not shout, it simply reveals. And the more you listen, the louder it becomes. One day, you notice you no longer react the way you used to. Situations that once triggered you lose their grip. People who drained you have no power. Stress passes through without anchoring itself in your chest. You start responding to life instead of collapsing under it. This is the moment your consciousness stops being a prisoner and becomes the navigator. This state has been described as presence, awareness, the observer, the higher field. But names don't matter. What matters is this: you begin to see people clearly, not through judgment, but through understanding. Everyone is fighting a battle inside themselves. Everyone is carrying their forgotten light buried under the same layers you once carried. You no longer see enemies, you see unconsciousness, and compassion becomes your natural response. As this inner shift strengthens, another realization emerges. Your power was never about controlling the world. Your power is controlling your state within the world. And when your inner state stops fluctuating with external chaos, something incredible unfolds. Your reality starts bending toward your clarity. Opportunities appear that once seemed impossible. Doors open where walls used to be. People feel drawn to your calm certainty. Life stops feeling like resistance and starts feeling like movement. None of this is magic. It's alignment. Your consciousness is no longer scattered by fear. Your energy is no longer leaking into overthinking. Your identity is no longer borrowed from pain or expectation. You are no longer living as the character. You are living as the creator. And this is the truth the world hoped you would never find. A person who remembers their inner power is impossible to control. Fear no longer works on them. Doubt no longer paralyzes them. Opinions no longer define them. Systems no longer shape them. You are not waking up into a new identity. You are waking up into the one you had all along. If you are still here, then your consciousness is ready for the shift that others spend an entire lifetime avoiding. The journey toward your true self isn't about becoming anything. It is about removing everything that is not you. The world may try to distract you. Your mind may try to pull you back, but something deeper has already chosen this path. And once you've touched this truth, there is no return to the smaller version of yourself. You are awakening. You are remembering. You are stepping into the power that was always yours. This is the moment the forgetting ends.